This is the start of one of the best Spider-Man stories. Ultimate Spider-Man issue 1 opens up with Norman Osborn analysing a spider with one of his lackeys named Justin. He tells Justin about the story of Arachne, which is good foreshadowing, but Norman gets a business school, so he hands the spider to Justin to deal with. By the way, if you can't tell, this is a special spider. So special, it can't seem to stay in its container. Next, we're finally introduced to Peter Parker, who we see in school getting food thrown at him. But it doesn't seem to faze him as his eyes are locked on Mary Jane. Peter gets more food thrown at him, and that's when Uncle Ben appears, and he does nothing about this, but he does try to be a wingman to Peter for Mary Jane. Later that day, Peter is getting harassed again, but luckily a teacher steps in and we're introduced to Harry Osborn. He's kind of friends with Peter, mainly using him for his homework, and he's friends with Flash and all of Peter's other bullies because they're on the same sports team. And this book is a clear token of the time, because when Peter misses a basket, his coach calls him a woman. At night at the dinner table, Peter is obviously pretty unhappy and very quiet, and Aunt May believes that he has social anxiety disorder. Peter then joins Harry in his lab, and he tries to explain his research and how it links to his game-ended father, and Harry doesn't get it, so he just leaves. Harry then goes to his father to ask for help with the science fair tomorrow, and Norman Osborn literally just dismisses him. But the next day, Peter is at the science fair and hard cut to pain, because Peter is bitten by the Oscorp spider, which quickly knocks out Peter as he's taken home. Norman is quickly made aware that his spider bit Peter, and his team advises him on the best thing to do, but Norman just wants to keep an eye on Peter. And the next day at school, one of Peter's bullies tried to throw a kick at him randomly, but Peter manages to dodge it and dash him, and then Peter passes out again. He's rushed to the hospital where they try and take Peter's blood. But when Peter's blood is taken and sent to be analysed, a shady man walks in, switching Peter's blood with somebody else's. Oscorp analyze Peter's blood and they find out that Peter's gonna game end pretty soon, so Norman sends one of his goons after him. So Peter is walking to school as a car speeds after him, but Peter flips over the car and then goes to check on the guy. But luckily Peter sensed the danger and ran away, which Norman is not very happy about. At home, Peter starts putting together all of the pieces and all the weird goings on since the spider bite. He even tests his own blood, finding a link. But Peter skips school that day, so Aunt May and Uncle Ben have a go at him. But this vexes Peter, who accidentally pulls off some drywall that was stuck to his fingers. And because of Peter's attitude, he's sent to his room, but he can't sleep. So Peter rubs his hands and feet against the cold part of the wall. Real ones know. And he's surprised when the issue ends with Peter Parker being stuck to the ceiling. Comment for a part 2 because I really want to continue reading Ultimate Spider-Man and covering it. Damn, my lips are dry.